backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Now here's Garland. Fires from deep. Knocks down the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Edwards against Mitchell. McDaniels from long range. Mobley grabs the board. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Allen with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Garland, the pass to Mobley. Back to Garland. Garland draws the double to the paint. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Now here's Gobert from behind the arc. McDaniels, that's good.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Garland against Conley. And finished off by Garland.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
The floor general Conley, dependable at finding his guys in screen and roll sets.
Back to Garland. Mobley outside. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for Mitchell. Mobley passes to Mitchell. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Edwards against Mitchell. Towns on a screen. Edwards. And he can't jam it through. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, BA. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Outside Garland. Outside Mitchell. Back to Garland. Stolen by Conley. Mitchell against Edwards. Oh, my goodness! Whoa! And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Now here's Garland. Mobley, right side. 6 to shoot. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
What poise from Mitchell there. Taking the hit like a champ and finding a way to convert. Nice.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Now here's Conley. From outside the arc. They get the rebound. Gobert passes to Edwards. Tries yet again. That one drops for him. Edwards has got 6.
And, you know, we need to keep seeing this from him. It's encouraging to see him sink the mid-range J there.
Here's Mobley driving inside, and Gobert with a block. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
That was some by-the-book basketball. Blocks the shot, gets out in transition, and finishes strong.
Garland against Conley. Pass to Allen. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over.
Okay, crowd. Here comes the Cavaliers screen team. All right.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Here's Edwards, driving to the basket. Oh, a clear foul there off of this shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Now here's Garland. He's got 5. Beyond the arc. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first.
Your Cavaliers Houston team. Get up
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
So for Minnesota right now, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. Minnesota in the lead. Inside. And it's powered home by Towns.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism. They're getting off the floor to throw it down.
Here's Garland. Drops in the layup for 2. Garland's got 7 points.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Here's Towns. On the take. Mitchell grabs the miss.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul of the game. Now here's Edwards, tightly guarded. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, and Mobley with the block. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% 3, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Minnesota has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Over to the wing. Gobert passes to Towns. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Towns. The kick out to Conley. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Garland with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. From deep, Mitchell gets the 3 to fall. Mitchell's got 8 points.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Outside Edwards. Outside McDaniels. The officials have been a little stingier with the whistle recently. Clark, you think fewer fouls called is good for the game?
I like to see the game played with a certain amount of flow. So you got to give some latitude to the physicality. And I am in favor of fewer fouls being called. The officials do a good job, I think, of judging advantage, disadvantage, and it's much more appealing to the fans when the game flows more fluidly.
Now here's Mitchell. Give him 8 points now. Garland finds Mitchell. Mobley outside. Left side Mitchell. The three ball. Mitchell can't get that one to fall. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Shot is good by Edwards.
Exactly how you want to run the break. Great execution by Edwards.
Allen on the wing. Back to Garland. It's blocked by Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. Pass to Towns. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Evan Mobley, his second, third team foul.
One minute left in the first half of this game. Conley against Garland. McDaniels passes to Towns. Clock at 4. Here's Gobert. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. And now a 10-point Minnesota lead.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
And Mitchell with the slam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Left side Mitchell. Here's Garland. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Garland's got 9.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Picked by Gobert. Edwards for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. More 2K action in just a moment. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
They've got Ricky Rubio. Also, Karis LeVert out there. Robin Lopez out there with Jetty Osman. And it's Wade in at the 4. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. Osman, no good.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Pass to Osman. Outside Rubio. Here's Wade. For 3. Lets it fly from 18. Here's Lopez. And he banks in the layup.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Alexander Walker. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Prince. Here's Noel. Here's Alexander Walker. He's checked by LeVert. Takes a 13-footer. LeVert with a rebound. The Cavs trailing. Stolen by Reed.
Cavaliers foul. Jetty Osman. his first team foul.
Anderson inside. Reed, a screen on Levert. Here's Alexander Walker. Clock at 6. Here's Noel. And that one's good. Noel's got his first bucket in this one.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Here's Osman. An open look, Levert. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Prince. The three is up. Can't hit that one. And it's Cleveland the other way. And here's Levert. Outside Rubio. Here's Osman. Fires the three. That shot off the mark.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Anderson inside. Here's Prince. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Noel, no good.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Pass to Wade. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Levert finds Rubio. Back to Levert. 6 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get off a shot from deep. Minnesota with a rebound. Here's Noel. Here's Prince. Covered by Lopez.
Timberwolves foul. Anderson.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Typically, there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there.
And Levert, the Ohio native, has a ton of potential, folks. A tall, lanky shooting guard with really good playmaking ability.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Mitchell. He's got 10.
You're going to have some guts and guile to take it to the bucket strong despite the big fella standing in the way.
Garland against Conley. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Towns. Outside Conley. Now Edwards. Checked by Mitchell. Edwards, a pass to Conley. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Cavaliers ball.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Garland for 3. Nails it from 3. And now it's just a 2-point Timberwolves lead.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
They retain possession. Pass to Towns. Mitchell against McDaniels. Trying to get back on track. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. The T-Wolves on top, up by 4. And we're coming right back after this.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And With 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th quarter. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. Again, Garland missing. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Here's Edwards. He takes it in. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Going inside, the offensive rebound. Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Tries again. Mobley with the block. And now the Cavaliers on the break. Here's Mitchell. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Mitchell, a screen on Conley. Outside for Mitchell. Pass to Okoro. Back to Mitchell. And here's Garland. Guarded by Edwards. This one for 3. Garland, no good. For Minnesota, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Conley passes to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Here's Garland. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Okoro. Now here's Garland. He's guarded by Conley. Shot clock at 5. Here's Okoro. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Conley with the ball. Guarded by Garland. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. And there's the drive. Nice D from Allen. Cleveland now. Time running out. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
The defense pays so much attention to Mitchell, and as a result, it opens the floor for everyone else.
And Minnesota calls time here. They're in front by 6. 1:53 left in the 4th quarter. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told them it's going to come down to our defense. If we buckle down and get stops, they've got no way back. With the win in sight, he doesn't want them to rope.
Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was the previous play is in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And no luck that time either. The Timberwolves have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. The kick out to Edwards. To the inside. Here's Gobert. And the foul is called. He missed it. Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
People were worried that this was
Previous play is under
so
review.
many close calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Oh, the first of two, no good. A heartbreaker. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Garland up top. Back to Okoro. Elbow shot on the way. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. Back to Conley. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Gobert. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Boy, you like to see Edwards doing work on the glass, hitting the boards there, using his strength and athleticism to extend plays.
Stolen by Mitchell. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Pass to McDaniels.
Cavaliers foul. Donovan Mitchell, his second, 14 foul.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up by 9.
At the line for 2.
And so he hits both.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
And short of a miracle, they're walking out of here with a tough loss.
They fought all night, a terrific effort, but they just couldn't make enough big plays.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Now Towns. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can...
It's Horford and Williams. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. And it's Smart in at the point. And for Cleveland, the defensive pair in the post, Mobley and Allen. Darius Garland is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's LeVert in at the small forward. Now here's Tatum. Williams a screen on LeVert. Tatum kicks to Horford. Smart against Garland. Clock at 6. Here's Tatum. That one wide left.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Mitchell dishes to Garland. There's the triple. Rebound by Williams. And it's Smart with the ball for the Celtics. It just seems, Richard, like Robert Williams is a guy willing to do anything to help his team.
And there's a whole lot he can do. His defense has never been a question. He can dish it. He's an aggressive rebounder. And look, his effort level, that's something you don't ever question.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that Garland is only getting better at this, developing into a skilled playmaker.
LeVert against Tatum. Fires the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now, here's Garland. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some.
Hitting them right back. Garland fires off the three-point answer.
Outside, Smart. It's Brown on the wing. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jared Allen.
Clearly a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
76% from the line a season ago.
Wade, he's checked in for Karis LeVert.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit is their defensive abilities. And they've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
Wade kicks it out to Garland. On the wing, Mitchell. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And you pass it to him, Spider Mitchell is always ready to let it fly. An impact player the moment he stepped into the league.
You're right. Defense, it's been terrific for him. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Taken away by Williams. Smart on the wing. Guarded by Garland. Smart passes to Brown. Brown jams it in.
Showing off his pure athleticism. Brown with the memorable finish.
2 minutes.
Mitchell a screen on Smart. A 3 from Garland. No good there. Now Boston takes it the other way. Brown right side. Over Mitchell. Tatum kicks to Smart. Back to Tatum. Shoots over Mobley. And the shot is long.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
The shot will not fall. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Brown feeling it out a bit. Floats it up for Williams. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
He's so explosive around the basket. Williams, when the pass is on target, expect him to finish with the rim wrap.
Now here's Wade. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shoots it. He can't get it to go. And Boston will go the other way with it. Right side, Smart. The kick out to Tatum. Pulls it up. Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And please give your Cleveland Cavaliers screen team.
Here's Garland.
Round of applause.
Kicks it out to Allen. Wade outside. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Garland dishes to Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
When you're Allen, just about 7 feet, dunking comes easy.
Smart against Garland. Tatum with it. Over Mobley. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Celtics leading by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on...
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Cavaliers.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
They've got Mobley. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Garland. Then there's Allen. And it's Wade in at the power forward. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Mentioned for the Cavs, the progress that Darius Garland has made in just a few seasons is nothing short of remarkable.
Well, he took a giant leap last year, and he got better in just about every offensive category, and people recognize it. He was 3rd in most improved player voting, and probably would have finished a little bit higher had they not dealt with injuries at the end of the season.
And he was an all-star.
Yes, sir.
Outside, Smart, and finished off by Brown.
And that's something that should really get Brown going. Alley-oops like that really helped the momentum.
Mitchell outside. There's the drive, and he slams it down right on top of Robert Williams.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Tatum against Mobley. Tatum passes to Brown. Let's go. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Brown. Tatum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
A drive by Garland. Wade with no one around. Allen kicks to Mitchell. Rebounded by the Celtics. Williams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Horford the pass to Tatum, and an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And here's Smart. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Williams passes to Brown. Mobley against Tatum. One of your trademarks, Richard, was athleticism. From the days we first saw you at Arizona, and we're seeing teams really place, right now, a premium in today's NBA on that athleticism factor.
Yes, when you talk about positionless basketball, then you typically go to the guys that can do it all, and those are the wing players. They can guard smalls, they can guard bigs, they can do a little bit of everything, and that's why teams are looking for them.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. And again, Boston with the triple.
That was a beautiful screen set there. And look, Tatum, he'll take care of the rest.
Garland against Smart. Brings it out to Garland. Launches it. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Inside, Tatum. Mobley with the block.
Such long arms. Mobley is tough to do anything against.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 13. Tatum with another miss. The Cavaliers trail by 6.
Well, he has such tremendous upside, Evan Mobley, and we've even heard coaches express jealousy that J.B. Bickerstaff gets to coaching.
Young big men usually take time to adapt to this league, not him. Beyond the production, he left his maturity and the leadership by example.
Brown jams it in.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The deep three from Mitchell. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
The three from Garland. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Garland's got a pair of triples in the second now for Cleveland. Smart passes to Tatum. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Okay, just some big boy strength there from Tatum. Just put himself to the line.
Richard, haven't we seen a lot of growth in Jason Tatum's game? He gives credit to the late Kobe Bryant for that.
Yeah, he was fortunate enough to train with Kobe Bryant, and sometimes he reminds you of a young Kobe. He clearly absorbed a ton of information from him.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket for Mitchell.
And the coaching staff loves this. Mitchell being assertive on offense and just imposing his will.
Smart dishes to Williams. In the corner, Tatum with it. 6 to shoot. Back to Williams. And stolen by Mobley. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And taken away by Brown. Boston shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tatum, 2 shots.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Now look, from the moment he stepped into this league, Jason Tatum has been a difference maker. Every team in the league is looking for guys like him. Long, athletic, and most importantly, winners.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Thank you, David. And Woody.
The Celtics, 32.
Put your hands together and get loud for the Cavaliers.
Got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
On the floor for Boston. Brogdon out there with Derek White. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Cornette in at the 5, roaming the paint. And this Celtics squad looking like the Celtics of old.
Yeah, always a tough squad when I was playing, and it's looking like that again. You've got a great mix of young players and veterans, and don't be surprised if Boston is back on top very soon.
Very soon. Here's Osman. Gallinari covering. From past the arc. Cleveland moving it around. Back to Osman. Three-pointer. Cleveland gets it back. Kicks it out to Rubio. That 3 off the mark.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Knocks down the 3 ball. And it's a 9-point Boston lead.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Timeout called, Cleveland. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Brogdon against Garland. On the wing, Mitchell. He's got 12. Back to Garland. 6 on the shot clock. A 3-pointer, no good. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job. Garland against Brogdon. Outside, White. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And when Gallinari is healthy, he's such an effective player. I mean, a skilled shooter who really helps to space the floor for his team. And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Kicks it out to Rubio. Over to the left wing. Osman. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Celtics leading by 11.
Derek White was only 6 feet in high school. No D1 schools even offered a scholarship.
Derek ended up at a D2 school, but White had a major growth spurt up to 6'4". Transfers to a D1 school. The Spurs take him late in the first. What a crazy path for the league.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luke Cornett. That's his first foul. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Rubio. And another miss by Cleveland. Austin's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. White down low. LeVert defending. Missed inside. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Osman kicks to Wade. Pass to LeVert to end the run. A three-pointer is right on target.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor it.
Brogdon outside. White goes in. Lopez with the block. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Three-pointer, Wade. And Boston with the rebound. Brogdon looking around. Outside, White. Griffin sets the screen for Brogdon. Pass to Cornett. Stolen by LeVert. Rubio against White. LeVert inside the line. Misses the jumper. So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
Okay, everyone. Look who's running onto the court. Your time.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here.
All right, everyone. That was your one. Your only.
And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up with the Celtics.
Let him hear it.
Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. The shot by Brogdon, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Mitchell finds Garland. Shoots the 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Garland's got 14 points for the game.
For a guard like Garland, hitting threes unlocks the rest of the floor.
Oh, Griffin in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can put those alley-oop feeds as high as you need to when Griffin's on the receiving end. He'll pick it up off the top of the backboard if he has to.
Mobley against Griffin. And Mobley throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. It's Brogdon on the wing, guarded by Garland. Here's Brogdon. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Brogdon's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you got to have a great understanding of your teammates in the pick and roll. Brogdon's in sync with everybody out there.
And so it's Boston heading to the... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. In at small forward and power forward, it's Okoro and Mobley. Garland is out there with Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Brown against Mitchell. And he slams it down right on top of Robert Williams.
What an incredible elevator. Don't tell Mitchell he's 6 feet. Donovan plays way bigger.
It's Smart with the drive. And they go to the intentional foul.
Darius Garland, his second, first team foul.
Garland against Smart. With the crossover. Horford the pass to Tatum. 5 on the clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I love how Tatum commits to his shots. A foul won't stop him from getting an and.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Boston. Good on the second free throw. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Garland surveying the D. The quick look, no good that time. Celtics leading by 8. It's Brown with the drive, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
A wide open look here for Garland. It's not going to go for him. It's his 6th miss. He's 5 for 11. Outside Tatum. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. A drive by Garland. And the layup is good.
Using that quick first step on his way to the rim, Garland is just too tough off the bounce.
Tatum against Mobley. A 3. And it's Jason Tatum with a 3. Tatum's got 4 this quarter.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
It's hauled in by Brown.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the...
Oh, my goodness. Man. The defense has no answer to Brown. When he's dribbling the ball, his teammates know they are in good hands.
And the Cavaliers call time here. The short rest very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Player of the game, Jason Tatum.
And guys, this really has been his night. He's done a lot of things well, but his scoring really put him over the top. You can see how determined he's been every time he's gotten his hands on the ball. Great drive and also great focus offensively.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. During that last break, I listened in to J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. To be honest, he was fired up. He asked his team, how badly do you want this? Because those guys over there, they're going to give it everything they've got, which means we have to do the same. See if they can match them emotion for emotion. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Garland kicks to Mobley. Mitchell wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. Williams with the ball, and Allen picks him up defensively. Brown the pass to Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside positioning, he just goes for the finish.
Got a piece of it. 1:14 left to play in the final quarter. Smart kicks to Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. Off target with his three. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for Cleveland. 11-point game.
What a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Brown outside. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Horford. Back to Smart.
Cavaliers foul. Darius Garland. His third. Fourth team foul.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Shot clock at 6. Back to Horford. But Trey hits it from three-point range. Horford's got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Now Brown. Back to Tatum. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The deep three from Mitchell. Off on that one. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
value of being able to do that.
Yeah, BA, you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
And the starting group for the Celtics. Horford and Williams together in the front court. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. And it's Smart in at the one.
Well, the very definition of a modern NBA big. You've got to shoot with range. Karl Anthony Towns, yes, sir.
Tatum passes to Williams. Back to Tatum. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. And the jam by Gobert.
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk. What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Now here's Towns. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. They'll pin that one on Marcus Smart.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has always had a burden on his shoulders offensively, and he has the skill set to be able to handle it gracefully.
No good on the second free throw. And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team. Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Here's Edwards. It in.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Smart outside. Shot to stop the run. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Throws it up high. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
We know we're talking about a skilled scorer in these open floor situations. Jason Tatum knows where to be.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Conley. Now Towns. Horford covering. That's good from Towns. On the assist by Conley. Towns has got 6 points.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Williams, a screen on McDaniels. Left side, Brown from the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
One thing that's defined Mike Conley's career in the NBA is his mastery and understanding of the point guard position. Don't sleep on his athleticism now either, though. Vertical at the combine was 40.5 inches. Folks, not a lot of people achieve that number.
And if you know about Conley's family, you know where he gets his athletic ability.
Well, we know Mike Sr. is a gold medalist in the triple jump. He's in the track and field Hall of Fame. No wonder Mike Jr. can jump out of the gym.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Pass to Gobert. Now Conley. Gobert with a screen on Smart. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking. Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Well, what stood out the most at Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league. Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent, elite defenders in the game.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, I like how focused they've been on getting the opposition into foul trouble, as well as coming through at the free throw line.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Doris, with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And B.A., at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Smart passes to Tatum to stop the run. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. And that one falls for Towns.
And you have to think that one advantage this Celtics team has is a deep roster. Lots of quality guys they can assemble different ways. They're pretty adaptable.
Now a timeout called by Boston. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
Conley passes to Edwards. Driving in, and Edwards slams it in.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical. Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Edwards against Brown. Oh! Hammers it home!
So nice!
Oh, some serious power to finish that one off.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Horford for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for 2. And he drops the first.
2 shots.
And so Towns nails them both. Boston has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And Edwards slams it in.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Absolutely.
Your Timberwolves defense team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard. Plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves. What do you think, guys?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you very much, Brian. Well, Jaylen Brown has been vocal when it comes to social justice. He said, quote, "People need to step up and use their platform. Keep conversations alive and show people that you care." Where your influence is biggest, try to leverage it. Brian, he knows his stuff.
Stand up. Allie, thanks. Tatum from long range. He's got it. Just 2 of 7 from the field, though.
Well, Jason Tatum with the answer from 3. That's how you stop an opponent's momentum.
Smart against Conley. Towns for 3. Knocks down the long J. Towns has got 6 points in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Horford can't hit.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Well, Grant, you look at the Celtics and their defense. Not a surprise. It's at the heart of this team.
No question. I mean, you have 3+ defenders on the perimeter. Their big men can switch on the guards and protect the rim, too. Top to bottom, they can match up well with any team.
Pulls up at the elbow. That one's wide left. Minnesota's gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Edwards for 3. The kick out to Conley. There's the 3. Outside Edwards. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Well, Rudy Gobert securing the board and making sure to convert.
Tatum passes to Horford. And here's Smart. Out to Horford. Pass to Tatum. There's the triple. Fires in the triple. Tatum's got 8.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talk about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
Here's Towns.
2 minutes remaining in that. 2 minutes.
Can't get it to fall. The Celtics have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Brown drives in. And the jam by Brown.
Oh, my goodness. How about that move by Jaylen Brown? That is spectacular.
Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Now here's Edwards. Defended by Brown. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. Another shot. Gobert, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Chalk up 2 there. 6 points for him.
Don't you love how Brown just barrels into the teeth of the defense? This is a shifty forward who knows how to get to the rack. Boy, when you think about Jaylen Brown, you have to be impressed by the progress he has made offensively. He's become one of those guys that you know wants to take it to the next level.
Now here's Conley. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And Edwards slams it in.
You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards on that drive. Look out.
Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Oh, that was nasty. A 2-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Outside Conley. 26 seconds left in the half. Picked by Gobert. Jacks up a 3. And Conley with the 3.
Well, Mike Conley has mastered pick and roll play and does such a good job making the right decisions.
Oh, a deep 3 from Tatum. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Anderson. Pass to Reed. Lots of room. And he can't get that one.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should we have moved it just one pass more?
And so it's Minnesota firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with... And begin with a big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
On the court right now for the Celtics, we've got Derek White, Danilo Gallinari out there with Griffin. Then there's Luke Cornett, and it's Brogdon in at the point guard position. Shot clock at 2. Here's Alexander Walker. Back to Noel. Pass to Prince. Here's Alexander Walker. The 3. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Right side White. Let's go with a 3. Knocks it down from distance.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, that is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year. The big man drives on the interior, showing some nice agility on that tape.
Here's Noel, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Over to the left wing. Pass to Alexander Walker. The 3. Sinks the tray. Alexander Walker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Alexander Walker's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Three-pointer is up from Brogdon, and the three-pointer goes.
You can see that this coaching staff trusts Malcolm Brogdon's ability to make the right decision. Nice pick-and-roll play right there.
On the wing, Noel. Here's the 3. Second chance effort. Pass to Prince. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. A good-looking shot from the wing. Reed's got 4 points in the quarter. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And it's Brogdon missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To the left wing. Here's Prince. And it's off from three-point range.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. And for people who didn't know about Derek White before last year's playoffs, they sure know about him now. He played big on the biggest stage.
Here's Noel, guarded by Brogdon. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Noel. Reed, a screen on Brogdon. Here's Noel. And again, it's Minnesota converting. It's amazing how much energy White brings to the floor, Greg.
You know, B.A., he has a passion for the game. He's tough, and he's very intelligent. He makes great decisions. He has all the tangibles you're looking for.
No coverage that time. White's got 6.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's Noel, up top Reed. Pass to Alexander Walker. Anderson for 3. The shot no good. The Celtics have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. White finds Gallinari. Here's Griffin. Reed defending. Griffin's shot is off. It's stolen by Brogdon. Here's Cornett. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The open shot, White. Alexander Walker grabs the board. The Timberwolves have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. three to screen on Brogdon. Here's Alexander Walker. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And so it's Minnesota. A huge 24-point lead for them. Defense is setting the tone. Back to the game after this break.
31.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Back to Gobert. Horford pulls it in. Boston has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Oh, wow!
Well, this is the aspect of Tatum's game that is most improving, the ability to manipulate defenses and find an open teammate.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
That's a tough walk back to the showers. I'm pretty sure he'd like to have a couple of those plays back. With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Edwards.
This is what makes Derek White so dangerous. Yes, he can score it. Yes, he can pass it. But he is a tenacious defender.
Towns a screen on Smart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
The Timberwolves have gotten nothing to fall in this fourth quarter. 0 of 5. Edwards against White. Launches a 3. Outside Edwards. And he drives in. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
Robert Williams picks up 1.
Well, Anthony Edwards has got a well-rounded offensive game. He can't put it on the deck and draw contact. Shows you right there.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Smart. The shot misses. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Towns finds Edwards. Back to Towns. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
Defensive foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
McDaniels from long range. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Tatum. And finished by Tatum. Wow!
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Outside McDaniels. From deep three-point range. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got 4 rebounds in the game. Drains the triple. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
The shooting stroke of Jason Tatum is elite, so it matters not if he's creating his own off the dribble or, in this case, just rising and firing off the catch.
And here's Edwards outside. Kept alive by Minnesota. Great positioning on the putback. That gives him a double-double in this one.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
And there's 1:38 left to play in the fourth. Here's Tatum. That shot off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Anthony Edwards.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Edwards against White. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Celtics ball.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Williams with it. Horford passes to Tatum. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
Now here's Conley. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior.
fantastic centers, Clark, in this matchup tonight. Some throwback basketball.
Well, you know, there was a time, Kevin, when centers dominated the league. And as you said, tonight we're going to throw it back to those days.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. In at small forward and power forward, it's Okoro and Mobley. Garland is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Edwards. He takes it in.
Towns doing a nice job with the smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Cavaliers head coach and I got a chance to talk. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Okoro. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Well, you see the hustle from Allen there, guys, and his relentlessness and the mindset to keep at it really allows him to gobble up those offensive boards.
Here's Edwards, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jared Allen.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Conley kicks to Edwards. To the inside. Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Mobley right side. Edwards looking it over. The pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Towns sets the pick for Conley. The three-pointer. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Mobley wide open. And a miss there on the triple. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Mitchell outside. Kicks it out to Garland. To the wing right side. 5 to shoot. Mobley the pass to Mitchell. From downtown. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. Led to the line for 3 free throws.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell, willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul.
Greg, an outstanding scorer. Donovan Mitchell takes it to another level in the playoffs, doesn't he?
And Kevin, how about all of his averages go up come playoff time? Spider is a guy who wants the limelight, and like other stars, takes on more of a load in the postseason.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Garland surveying the D, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think he's
a high flyer!
Oh, look at that elevation and throw down. Oh!
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Here's Edwards down low. The kick out to Towns. Outside Edwards. On the top of the key, and the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, you know what? They say you would always rather have a player that you need to turn down than to turn on. So being aggressive versus passive, I want the aggressive guy all the time, even if it means a few fouls.
Allen with the screen for Garland. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves leading by 3. There's the 3. And it's Conley that time on the assist by Towns. Conley's got 5 now.
It's Conley's ability to hit the long ball that makes him such an asset. Stretches the floor and creates space.
Kicks it out to Garland. To the left wing. Okoro wide open. He fired. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Outside Edwards. Driving inside. And Edwards with the stop.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Now Mitchell. He's got 5. Kicks it out to Garland. Back to Mitchell. Looking to end the run. And then Mitchell in the dunk.
And you got to clog up those lanes. Mitchell just explodes to the rim when he gets to that launching pad.
Edwards drives in. And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to it. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Minnesota.
You know, in the early going, they've been effective scoring in the mid-range, and if it's falling, I say stay with it.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Underneath in the post, Towns.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Garland dishes to Okoro. Back to Garland. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Conley. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Down by 12.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
McDaniels finds Gobert. Back to McDaniel. Towns a screen on Garland. 6 to shoot. For the 3. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Clark, of guys playing today, who would you put your money on to be a successful NBA coach?
You know, Kevin, the smart money is on point guards, but I think any player that's been a student of the game could be a successful coach, but point guards most likely is my answer. Chris Paul, maybe even a guy like Jalen Brunson in the future.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Stolen by Conley. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Minnesota leading by 13. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Out to the right wing. Outside Edwards. For 3. That shot off the mark. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Mitchell kicks to Garland. Passes to Allen. Shoots over Towns. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Edwards passes to Gobert. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Conley finds Edwards. Outside, Towns.
Great instincts defensively. He saw the ball coming back out and then made a play on it.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set. And you can get some easy baskets here.
Towns sets the pick for Conley, and he makes that one. Conley's got 4 points in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Gobert pulls it in. Minnesota leading by 12. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Mobley.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Conley kicks to Edwards. From deep. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. Mitchell passes to Garland. Beyond the arc. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor. Towns for 3. The shot, no good. And Cleveland will come the other way. He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5.
First personal foul. Second.
.103 left to play here in the half. Over to the wing. Okoro passes to Mitchell. That shot misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Outside, Towns. Right wing. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Gobert. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Okoro. Allen kicks to Okoro. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Here's Gobert. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Out to Edwards. Fires from deep. They get it back. Gobert, the pass to McDaniels. Here's Towns.
The tremendous length of Allen makes him almost inescapable. He has the shooter well covered here.
29. The Cleveland Cavaliers. 17.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Ricky Rubio is out there with Karis LeVert. And there's Robin Lopez. And it's Osman in at the small forward position.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Wade with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Here's Rubio. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Alexander Walker. They set the pick from deep. And the rebound goes to Lopez. The Cavaliers trail by 14.
Well, Robin Lopez played with 8 different teams through his first 13 seasons in the league. And in a word, a basketball nomad. Those 7-footers always in demand when they can impact both ends of the floor.
Here's Noel. The kick out to Anderson. Pass to Noel. Now Prince. Takes the three. No good that time. Anderson with the block. Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Rubio. He was all alone on that one. Noel's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Someone like Robin Lopez. Clark, how hard is it to change teams that much?
I don't know, because I never experienced that in my short career, but I imagine it's got to be difficult. But if you're comfortable with yourself and you bring value to your teams, then I think it can be a fairly smooth adjustment.
Here's Osman. No good with the triple. Timberwolves leading by 17. Pass to Noel. Here's Alexander Walker. Anderson the screen. Lets it go from deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
There's the pass to LeVert. Out to the wing. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group for Cleveland. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Takes a three. Evan Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 20. Here's Mitchell. Drives to the hoop. And then jammed down as he goes right over Kyle Anderson.
What a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Over Mitchell. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Okoro with it. Guarded now by Prince. Mitchell kicks to Mobley. Sinks the triple. Mobley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And how about the awareness of Mitchell? That's what stands out to me. He has a decision to make and does it with terrific timing.
To the right side. Here's Alexander Walker. Covered by Mitchell, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Kyle Anderson. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince. Edwards, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Conley in for Noel. Shots good by Mitchell.
And you pass it to him, Spider Mitchell is always ready to let it fly. An impact player the moment he stepped into the league.
Outside Edwards. Left side Towns. Outside Conley. Towns a screen on Garland. Conley with a wide open look. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. 15-point game. The wide open look here for Garland. No good from outside.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Read the pass to Towns. Outside Conley. Towns sets the pick for Conley. Mobley with the block. Here's Mitchell. In the corner, Okoro with it. And here is Garland. Mitchell outside.
Well, I like the effort that Edwards is making to commit to defense, not letting the shooter get by him.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Outside Edwards. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
Timberwolves shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? And they'll get another chance. Conley into the lane. The kick out to Towns. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Just 5 to shoot. Out to Edwards. Over Mitchell. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Garland with the bucket.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Edwards with another miss.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Here's Garland. Mobley outside. On the wing, Mitchell. To the wing on the left. From the arc. The offensive rebound. On the wing, Mitchell. Cleveland moving it around. And here's Garland for 3. And it's blocked by Conley. Edwards against Garland. Outside Edwards. Takes it off the glass. 18 points for Anthony Edwards. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. Minnesota leading by 15. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Back to Towns. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Hey guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table. And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time. And he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
Outside Conley. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Fires the 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Allen's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Mobley. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Yep, that one goes in there. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
A really solid victory for them here tonight. They kept things simple, took what the defense gave them, and grabbed the win for Minnesota.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
To the paint. Here's Gobert. And he jams it right over Jared Allen. Wow!
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
McDaniels with the ball. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. Some good competition with the hometown advantage and their ability.
And this matchup, a little bit of a rarity now, Grant. Neither team in a hurry to get in transition.
Yeah, B.A., these teams have almost a throwback style to how they play. They don't want to get up and down and play fast. They want to go slow, and that takes players who have patience and discipline. Tonight will be a tactical battle.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okoro at the 3 with Mobley at the 4. Donovan Mitchell out there with Darius Garland. And it's Allen in at the center position. And for the Celtics, Tatum and Horford at the forward slots. Smart and Brown, a great defensive backcourt. And it's Williams in at the center position. Now here's Williams. Here's Tatum. Back to Williams. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Outside, Brown. Mitchell grabs a miss.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice. Well, you have to be impressed with the constant growth we're seeing from Jaylen Brown. He's put in a lot of work to become an all-star player.
Now here's Horford. Brown with it. Over Mitchell. Brown can't hit.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
The drive by Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
And it's hard to believe that Garland is only getting better at this, developing into a skilled playmaker.
And at this point for Brown, do you think he's realized his full potential, Richard?
No, I don't even think so, especially when you look at his work ethic. He puts in so much time that I think he can reach another level. He's still young and eager to learn. If I were to put it in 2K terms, I think he could get up to about a 94, 95 overall.
And here's Mobley. Pass to Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
A high flyer with long arms and attitude. Mitchell's so explosive at the rim.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Tatum. Kick out to Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Mitchell.
Oh, my goodness. How about that? Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Pass to Smart. Back to Tatum. Lets it go from the wing. Kept alive. He's off on that one. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And Mitchell with the slam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And RJ, you look at the road the Celtics had to the finals last year. Man, that's as tough as it gets.
Yeah, when I tell you going through Durant and then Giannis, and then you saw the way that the Heat pushed them, and then you see the Warriors in the finals as a reward, that is as tough of a road as you will ever find. And I don't see anything phasing this team now, BA.
And when I think of Mitchell, I think of relentless. He's so active and drives with such purpose.
And it's Tatum missing.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up.
Whoa! Oh, my goodness!
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now here's Smart. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Was it just me, or was there a little bit extra on that slam by Brown?
Outside Garland. 4-3. Allen controls the rebound and the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside. 46 seconds left in the first quarter here. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Outside Garland. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. It's stolen by Smart. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
like a surgeon. Brown is gifted at getting all the way to the rim.
Here's Mitchell. 12 points for him. Six to shoot. Here he goes. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
And he's not shying away from the drive at all. Mitchell isn't afraid of the tough defense, and that tenacity gets him to the line.
Both free throws good from Mitchell.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Not going to go that time. And that does it for the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead. Up by.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Cavs' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Horford and Williams together in the front court. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. And it's Smart in at the one. That's the Boston Five. Count it.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter. Jason Tatum, still so young. His game's still evolving. Over the last couple years, he's been getting to the line more and more. And that's huge. When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Horford. Back to Tatum. A little mid-range shot is up. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. And Jason Tatum seeing his free throw attempts increase. What's that tell you, Richard?
Well, it just tells me that he's playing with more intensity, but he's also playing smarter. Jason's using his athleticism to force the issue. Get to the easy points at the line. That's what your thoughts are.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Isaac Okoro. First personal foul. First team foul.
Cleveland on D. Down low. Williams passes to Tatum. The outside leaner. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Over the years, Tatum has limited the amount of mid-range jumpers that he takes, but it is still a natural part of his game.
Pass to Garland. Three-pointer. On target from range. Garland's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Here's Horford. Back to Tatum. Smart outside. Here's Williams. Horford outside. 4 on the clock. Shot on the wing. That won't go either for Tatum. The Cavaliers leading. Garland finds Mobley. Out to Garland. Fires for 3. Pure from three-point range. Garland's got 9.
Such a consistent shooter. Garland has worked so hard on his three-point shot.
Tatum way outside. Tatum with another miss. Cleveland has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter.
One thing I'll say about the Cavs, it's become clear these past few seasons, their front office is not afraid to make some bold moves.
Now here's Garland. Here's Mitchell. Mobley outside. Pass to Garland. From downtown. Rebound Boston. And Richard, I'm sure Cleveland fans welcome the front office taking the initiative.
Yeah, it's been a tough few years, and they needed to take some aggressive steps, and they did. And now they've got one of the best young core groups in the NBA.
Here's Mitchell. 14 points for him. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And the future is bright for Mobley. He is a big man who possesses the whole package.
Both good from the line that time.
And man, it has been so impressive watching Evan Mobley, my pick for the Rookie of the Year, make such a quick impact in the league. You've got to be excited about his future.
Tatum, no good, a bit long that time.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last. .141 left in the first half. Now Garland. He's got 9. Okoro on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists in the game. And what you have to admire about Mobley is how long he is.
He uses his length well to get his shot off in the post, as well as on defense where he understands how to distract shooters. Such a promising player.
Williams passes to Smart. 5 to shoot. Oh, a deep 3 from Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
2022 proved to be a momentous year for Darius Garland, making his first All-Star game, which had to validate all of his hard work so far.
Now here's Tatum. To the middle. Here's Smart. A shot to stop the drought. Looking to get it going. Tatum drives in. The Cavaliers pull it in. Allen's got 8 rebounds in the game. From deep, Mitchell. Williams grabs the board.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
And Brown with the stuff.
One of the premier scoring wings in the NBA, Jaylen Brown is at it again.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Mitchell. Into the lane. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. And the Cavaliers will go for a different look here. Lopez, he's checked in for Allen. Wade comes in for Evan Mobley. Osman, he's checked in for Okoro. And Rubio is subbed in for Garland. Right wing. The drive by Griffin.
Yeah, as his career has gone on, Griffin has become more and more comfortable on the bounce.
He misses the free throw. Second free throw, no good. It's LeVert on the wing. That one falls, coming off Rubio's feed. And the Cavaliers lead by 20.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. Ricky Rubio is out there with Karis LeVert. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then there's Cedi Osman. And it's Wade in at the 4 slot.
And the Boston Celtics are one of the most decorated teams in all of sports. Think about all the rings they've won, as well as the talent that they've had on their roster.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
LeVert outside. Off target with the 3. Such a rich history for the respected Boston franchise.
From the days of Bill Russell to Larry Bird and Kevin McHale in the 80s, and then Pierce, Allen, KG, Rondo winning the ring in 08. The players on this roster understand how important it is to carry on that legacy.
And he lobs it up top. Stole it away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Rubio passes to LeVert. Back to Rubio. Takes a 3. Rebound Boston.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Gallinari's shot is off for Cleveland. They've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Left side Rubio. The 3 is up. Drills it from deep.
Oh, nice ball movement by LeVert. A welcome sign for this team.
Brogdon from outside. It doesn't go for him. The Cavaliers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Osman, no good. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's White. Good work defensively by Lopez. Cleveland has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's LeVert, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Timeout called, the Celtics.
It's time for T-shirts.
Well, we talk about the critical importance of the wing position, RJ. From the time you played, how do you think that position has evolved?
Well, when you talk about positionless basketball, it really falls on the forwards. You want them to have more responsibilities. You want them to be able to guard 1 through 5. You want to be able to run your offense through them. So the wings in positionless basketball have a lot more responsibility.
Pass to Wade. Fires the three. He buries it from 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Brogdon with the bucket.
A legitimate threat beyond the arc. Brogdon's sense for when to shoot from there is outstanding.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Wade. Here's Osman. He's covered by Gallinari. Free throw line jumper. That one off the back iron and out.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
The kick out to Griffin. Banked it in off the glass.
At this stage in his career, Griffin brings with him a deep arsenal of moves inside. And part of the Murray trade over the summer, Gallinari was bought out from the Spurs. So quickly there, he landed with the Celtics. He can still offer great shooting at the forward spot and was a nice signing by Boston.
White against Rubio. Brogdon from outside. Cavaliers with a rebound. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Here's Osman. He's covered by Gallinari. Here's LeVert. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Pass to Osman. From deep. Griffin pulls down the board. Griffin's got 4 rebounds in the game. And he lobs it up. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Lopez finds LeVert. And the shot's good. LeVert's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. I mean, the defense must push LeVert farther away from the basket than that.
Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. The rebound by Osman. Here's Wade. Takes it inside. Offensive board. It's good if it goes. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Celtics.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And for the Celtics, they're shooting just 37% in the game. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. Horford and Williams together in the front court. And it's Smart in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5.
Smart. What hard work from Tatum inside. Doing what it takes to find his shot.
Pass to Okoro. Garland for 3. The shot off that time. Tatum way outside. The Cavaliers pull it in. Allen's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Outside Garland. Launches it. Rebound Boston. Now here's Brown. Right side, Williams. With the drive, kick out to Brown. And the jam by Brown.
And the balance Brown has on these takes, refusing to let the D get the upper hand.
Personal foul.
And that one misses. And after a few seasons of anemic offense, the Cavs have finally started to turn things around.
Yes, they have, and they made a big step forward. Now, there's a nice balance to their offense.
Here's Garland, drives to the hoop, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 18.
Just slicing his way to the rack. This man is so crafty. I love it when Garland takes charge like this.
Pass to Tatum. Second shot opportunity. Again, Boston.
The mechanics of Tatum's jumpers are so solid and allow him to shoot at will there.
Garland against Smart. Outside Mitchell. Back to Garland. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
Assist.
Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Tatum with another miss.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Garland for 3. Rebound Boston. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Tatum. Outside, Williams. And the 3 off target. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Pass to Okoro. Lets the 3 fly. From deep 3-point range. Hauled in by Brown.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Outside Mitchell. Shoots over Brown. Mitchell misses. Boston's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the 4th. 0 for 4. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Well, the Cavaliers shooting only 29% since the 4th quarter began. Pass to Garland. 3-pointer. No good on the shot. Now the Celtics take it the other way. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
We've got 1:13 left in the 4th. On the wing, Mitchell. He drops it from range. Mitchell's got 19 points.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Cavaliers.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And what a huge performance it was for Donovan Mitchell.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
Williams with the screen. Another one falls for Boston.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they'd been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Pass to Okoro. Oh, that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Boston ball.
Outside Tatum. Puts up a 3. And the Celtics another 3.
Strong from three-point land. Tatum is about a 40% shooter from deep. That's impressive.
Garland with the ball. And so the Cavaliers take the win. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this
moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. Here's Tatum. Clock at 6. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Well, we expect to see sparks flying down in the paint tonight. Greg, a couple of very talented centers matching up head-to-head in this one.
But with the way the game is played today, we could see them battling at the arc. Modern bigs make their presence felt now all over the floor.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Edwards drives in. Some solid defense from Brown.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Tatum on the wing. McDaniels defending. The shot, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. Smart against Conley. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
To the middle. Horford, good.
Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Greg, up and down this Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
And the Celtics with possession here after the basket by Minnesota. Smart passes to Tatum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And during his rookie year, Jason Tatum faced off with LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals.
GA, think about what a hard-fought series that was. It went the distance to 7 games for Tatum, an incredible test and growing opportunity. To me, that's part of the preparation this guy has received to becoming that franchise player.
Now here is Conley. The shot. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Stolen by McDaniels.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
Gobert finds Edwards. To the inside, and here's Gobert. Outside Edwards. The feed now to Towns. Excellent D there from Williams.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Tatum, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
Well, the confidence of Jason Tatum is evident always. As soon as the ball touches his hands, he is shot ready and lets it go.
Now here is Conley. Down low. Tries to keep it alive. Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Edwards against Brown. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Inside. And finished off by Gobert.
Assist.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Tatum. He's got 6. Going inside. Shoots over McDaniel. Off the left rim and out.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Edwards. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
It's his first trip to the line. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you can tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Now Edwards, after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Driving in, the shot's good on the assist by Horford. 8 points for Jason Tatum.
Boy, once he gets going, all 6'8", 210 pounds, Tatum very hard to stop off the bounce.
Towns a screen on Brown. Edwards kicks to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Tatum looking around. Pass to Smart. There's Williams. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Good performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far.
Hey, your Celtics, dance team. Here they come.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. And it's Smart in at the point guard. That's the Boston Five.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Gobert finds Conley, releases, and he connects with the jumper.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams will ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Outside Tatum. This one for three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Floats it up for Williams. It's stolen by Gobert. Conley with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Now Edwards. He's got 9. Launches a 3. They get it back. Gobert. Towns for 3. No good that time. Celtics leading by 3. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Marcus Smart is one of those guys you want in the trenches. He brings great effort on the defensive end every night, and he's a willing shooter at the most critical moments.
Oh, Marcus Smart, a tenacious defender, which doesn't always show up, I think, sometimes, Doris, on the statistical sheet after the games.
Well, and in fact, Kevin, different teams have different defensive metrics trying to measure that impact. All you have to do, though, with Marcus Smart is watch the guy work on that end. The way he tracks the play, the way he anticipates, just the energy he brings on the defensive end changes the equation.
Tatum kicks to Horford. There's the lob to Brown. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, you get a real glimpse of the explosiveness of Jaylen Brown. What a big-time finish.
To the paint. Here's Gobert. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Gobert's got his second basket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Nice shot by Smart.
Well, you know Marcus Smart under moves his body inside, and I just love how he goes right up with the shot.
Edwards against Brown. Edwards passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Smart passes to Tatum. Williams kicks to Tatum. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Brown with the 3. Trains the three-pointer. Brown's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics.
Well, you've got to get out on Jaylen Brown now. This is a young man who has shown great strides in improving his perimeter game.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Smart passes to Tatum. On the wing, Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
I'll tell you, allow an athlete like Jaylen Brown to get this close, it's going to be finished and finished strong.
Edwards looking it over. Dishes it to Gobert. Out to Conley. Outside, Towns. Shoots. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
I'll tell you, so many different aspects to his offensive arsenal. Towns flashing solid handle ability.
Nice shot by Smart.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside, Edwards. From outside the arc. The putback. Oh, he hits the buzzer beater. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for Boston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Reed is out there with Anderson. And it's Torian Prince. And it's Alexander Walker into the shooting guard position. And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team, but hate to play against.
Yeah, and teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. Great player who anyone would want to play alongside.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. Williams kicks to Brogdon. 6 on the shot clock. And it's White missing. The Timberwolves trail. To the left side wing. Alexander Walker passes to Prince. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Here's White. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Yeah, fantastic feed from the big man. Blake Griffin's feel for when his guys are open is truly special.
Here's Alexander Walker. Light covering. He doesn't hit that one. Locked in the pass to White. That one misses. And Minnesota will come the other way. And the pass to Prince. Reed with it. Anderson outside. And he banks in the layup. Anderson's got his first 2 points.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Now here's Brogdon. D right on him. Williams finds Brogdon. Fires top of the key. Nice jump shot. Good. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Yeah, you must have an understanding of what the defense is going to do when you play pick and roll. Malcolm Brogdon, yes, that's in his tool bag too.
Pass to Alexander Walker. The dish now to Anderson. Passes it to Alexander Walker. The 19-foot shot. Alexander Walker. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's Griffin. The rebound by Prince. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, with the Celtics getting some veteran help, Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
Timberwolves passing it around. Wants to get it to Brogdon and does. Oh, here we go with Griffin. Nobody back there. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
Blake Griffin's game is now all about savvy and experience, and he draws the defender into a foul there. Nicely done.
And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. It's White on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Gallinari. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Gallinari's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics. Here's Alexander Walker. To the inside. Prince's shot is good.
Well, you know Prince is going to be aggressive, so if you're not going to make a commitment to stop him, he's going to make high percentage shots like that one.
In the pass to Gallinari. Out to White. 6 to shoot. Here's Williams. And there's the drive. For Grant Williams, Doris, he made a giant leap during his 3rd season. In your estimation, why?
Well, it's interesting, Kevin. It could be any number of things, but remember, for the 2019 draft picks like a Grant Williams, the first 2 years of their careers had major interruptions in the NBA schedule. 21-22, year 3, first normal schedule for these guys.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. To the middle, here's Gobert. Rebound, Boston. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Griffin, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 7.
Well, if you leave someone that wide open, Derek White will put it on time and on target.
And here is Conley. 5 points in the game. Down low. And here's Edwards from the arc. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. The third quarter comes to a close. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the 5. That's the Boston 5. Back to Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
Well, Al Horford does not mind sending a message now or then. How about that easy flush?
Minnesota calls timeout.
It's time for some defense right now, fans. There they are. Make some noise for...
And And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back.
Thank you, David. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
Celtics leading by 12. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Floats it up for Horford. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. McDaniels with the ball. Out guarded by Smart. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Puts up a three. Rebound by Williams. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
Outside, Smart to the middle, deflects the pass.
Moving the ball is certainly important, but forcing passes like that is simply bad basketball.
Walking foul called on Jason Tatum. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Towns with it. Williams picks him up. Gobert the pass to McDaniels. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 5. Driving the lane. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game. That sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Edwards against Brown. Rebound Minnesota. McDaniels with the ball. With the drive.
Karl Anthony Towns entered the league as a force in scoring the basketball. Now he's honing his passing skills.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. The kick out to Tatum. Can't hit that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And stolen by Tatum. Yep, it counts.
Once Jason Tatum has the ball in his hands in the painted area, this guy will power through. He'll put it up and over you if necessary. He knows how to score it.
Edwards drives in.
Reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Conley against Smart. 1:21 left here in the fourth quarter. In the corner, Tatum with it. Clock is at 3. Brown, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Brown's got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Boston.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Jason Tatum.
every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Loads it up for Williams, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Boston ball.
Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And here's Conley outside. Good on the three-point shot.
This guy has got such a smooth handle that the pull-up game is always in play.
Now here's Tatum. McDaniels defending. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul.
Personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Foul.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. It's stolen by Gobert. He lobs it up. And it's Towns missing.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob...
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.